perfume, the scent of a woman, yeah, or the strength of a woman, right? So you apply these aromatic herbs with the mixture of red ochre clay and butter, right? Apply fresh every morning. Damn, head to toe. The clay blocks UV rays from the sun. Damn, better than most sunscreen. It repels insects. It locks in moisture. It prevents infection. What looks like tradition is actually an advanced desert biology. Oh my, these people are advanced. They're like aliens. You know what I mean? Yeah, they are advanced and they use what the earth produces. How great is that? So, you know, you have the bath rule for one, and now we just went through the red clay ritual. Now for the third one, this is the smoke bath alternative. I've had a smoke bath before, you know, to chase spirits. One of my friends brought me to some high priest, you know what I mean, that chases spirits, and she wanted him to read my life or something. I was young, so I, you know, and that lady that brought me there, she was wealthy, and she had helped me in my life when my mom had kicked me out. So I just followed her. She brought me to this, you know, high priest guy who claims he can chase spirit, and I got one of these smoke bath. And that lady has died now. She died like almost 10 years ago, probably going to 10 years, probably 8, 7 to, hold on, I think she died around 2016. So that's probably 10 years, you know? It's crazy. And she probably died before that because I only remember the date that I got the news about she being, you know, losing her life. She had cancer. So, yeah, I think that's what unalived her. Anyway, so the smoke bath alternative, this is what it says. Daily cleansing happens through smoke, not water. They burn aromatic herbs and resin in a small bowl, then sit over the smoke, letting it penetrate skin and hair. The smoke kills bacteria, removes odor, and purifies, right? Combined with the OTGZ paste, the OTGZ paste, their skin stays cleaner than soap. I woke up this morning, was born in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England. This is my page, and the first post here you're seeing. Yeah, people, yo. Y'all know today is a very special day for Mother's Day. Yay. And, you know, not all of us have a mother we can celebrate or, you know, for this day, this moment. But because we know the importance and the value of a great woman. You know, we know the value of great woman, not just any woman, right? Not just any woman, right? Real woman, woman with good ways. You see me? Cause we hear Sizzler tell the man them say them for galang go get good ways, but him would never tell the girl them for go get good ways. You know what I mean? So we know say a whole heap of bias and partiality in a mankind. All we know things say them positive like wow, them full of negativity. You know what I say? Now, Mama Africa, that's so me a bless up for the Mother's Day, the motherland, and the woman it produces. You get what I say? Who a lot of us in the Western world find it hard to respect women of these nature, of Mother Nature, because of the Western hemisphere we were raised in and the knowledge and what we were taught on what proper hygiene, on what God to serve, on what food to eat, on what liquid to drink. And, you know, all these edited dictation we be getting in school. You know what I'm saying? But we need to pay attention and focus on all that Mother Nature from Mother Earth, right, have produced. Now, Mother Earth is Africa. If you are the motherland, you know what I mean? The motherland, right? Yeah. So we're looking at these three women. It's like looking at the original Rushmore Mount. You know what I mean? That's what they call it, Rushmore Mount, right? Because you got the rocks in the background with the three heads. You know what I'm saying? And they're so beautiful. Now, I've seen this popped up in my feed, and I was going to look for some content to cover about Javi Ambassador and 450 them who want to burn down the world because they lost. And we know they're sore losers, you know what I mean? And we hear all the ugly Dan, we call ourselves pretty Dan. I talk about, oh, Jeffrey come out and him would have must come out. And now them not see Javi come out and I would have must Jeff. You never see a loser want come out for talk? A loser and always shame. Eh? When them lose the game, what the fuck should we wait on a loser to say? Are the winner go always happy and want to say something? I make sure you say the ugly donkey bitch there from over Jaja. That dog there, you know, that ugly dog that a mongrel there we gonna foreign, you know. Foreign can't do shit for her, you know. You see me? Uncle thing me see her in her some little clothes that might look good and them don't look good pan her. I'm sorry for say. You see me? But she can't get no Mother's Day blessing right here, so. So this is for the African princess. You see me? Give me African daughter. Yeah, these are the African daughter. And they're known as the Himba woman. Himba. It's like a hymnal. You know? Himba. Himba. And, you know, from here, the Imminite, you know, say some strong woman them here. Just as how womankind were supposed to and meant to be strong because they are part of mankind. Right? Yeah, but them women nowadays, them not so too kind neither. Them mean. You see me make man forget mean too. So them title this now, right? This is a post from the Money Cipher. One word, Instagram username, the Money Cipher, right? The THE, one E, the Money Cipher, right? So it's titled Himba woman bathe only 3 times in their entire life. Now I seen this post, and instead of to be like, what? Because you know, we in the Western world, we are taught to have shower sometime at least 3 times a day, right? But I don't see the purpose of showering so often, 3 times every day. I mean, I would and I do sometime, but when it's really hot and I want to waste water, right? That is very expensive. The tap water in our houses, in our homes, you know, it's very expensive. So it's not really, you know, wise thing to shower 3 times a day, especially if you live in the West here, where you got to pay all these water bills or fees for the usage of water, you know. Now, these women shower or bathe. It's different from shower, you know, can be. Some people refer to shower and bathe in the same thing, right? Which others will, you know, categorize the bathing with bath, like sitting in a tub full of water and you have your bathing rag or, you know, your washcloth and whatever, you know. But I would love to meet these women and hug them and smell them, kiss them, you know. And like I feel connected some way. I'm not sure how, why. No, well, I think I know why. I've been looking into these women over the years, but not good enough. And I guess that have helped me to now pay them my respect and show them my love from Jamaica, right? I can't wait to travel to Africa. I can't wait to get the opportunity to travel to Africa. I really need to meet these people. And the Hazabi, you know, the Hazabi people. Yeah, I want to meet them too. These are the type of people I want to meet in the tribe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. As well as for those who are civilized, but I love the tribal thing, you know. I want problem, always. Yeah, so the title of this post saying, Himba woman bathe only 3 times in their lifetime. And those 3 times that they bathe or shower, which we know it's bathe, it's like using a washcloth or some cloth to damp in water, right? Or whatever liquid you got, and rub your skin with it. That's what bathing is. You know, it's not throwing on a bathing ape. Not because you seen Rollo sporting a bathing ape, he think that he bathed. No, you haven't, Rollo. You ain't no gangster. MFK or motherfucker. Well, I be following him and I be liking his I be liking his posts often, and I be disrespecting him in his comments because he loves to show. So I know that Rollo, a lot of time, Rollo will be saying, who is this Jamaican nigga liking my post and always be dissing me? Man, I want to see him to off his ass, man. You know, I always be disrespecting Rollo because he's a good dude. He seemed to be a good dude, but his problem is with me, I find him to be like a show off, and he always try to be like he's smart, you know, show like he's smart. Like I did this, like some Soldier Boy thing, you know. A lot of people be on that Soldier Boy timing now. Even Whack 100, he got up this morning talking about he's the first one to do this, calling out 21 Savage and saying that they snitch. And you know, and now Whack 100 saying now that 6ix9ine did it, Tekashi 6ix9ine. People be respecting Tekashi 6ix9ine now. All them interviews be reaching the people now, and you know they be seeing the point that 6ix9ine be making. Now, to my back to my motherland of Africa, right? And to our beautiful princess and empresses, our Himba women who bathe only 3 times in their entire life, right? And those 3 times are their birth, right? When they were born, they get to bathe, right? When they're born, they got to wash and clean themselves of their, well, not them, but their parents or whatever guardian or who's responsible, because this is a tribe. We don't know how they deal with a newborn, you know what I mean? So maybe the doctor is the one who washes them and bathes them when they're born. And then the second time they're bathed is when they get married, on the day of their wedding, I believe. We'll be getting into it and finding out all the intricacies, right? And then the last bathe that they bathe is, I bet you could never tell me when. Okay, I'm listening. I'm waiting. It's Jeopardy. No, it's leprosy. Yeah. Yeah, so the last time they have their bath, for that would make the third time would be on the day or after they die. So sad, so sorry to say. And I don't believe they die. They live on, you know, because the definition of death is not what we go through or expect or should expect, right? Death and dead means no more life. We do have life after death. There's life after death. We just don't have this body, you know? But we do have life. Life shall forever continue on. So don't be afraid of no evil men telling you to do this or else they'll unalive you. Don't be afraid to die, people. Because the moment I get to know God and learn of the knowledge of this earth, I stop fearing death. I was a coward growing up, up until my mid-teen years, until I had to experience a lot in the streets. I even got kicked out of my house at such a young age, and I've been through a lot of trauma that shaped me into this beast today, you know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to die, people. Go out like a star. I'm a star. Do the ice. You see that car. All right. I know where we are. Yeah, don't be afraid to die, people, because life do continue on. Now, listen what this post says about these Himba women, because this is coming from scientists, right? Approved, legitimate, official scientist who works in a laboratory, and then tell Soulja Boy that I'm better because I'm reading my vlogs, the letters. Hey, now look. So it continues to say these scientists that done some studies on these Himba women and conducted years of research, they have found this out, that these Himba women bathe only 3 times in their entire life: birth, marriage, and after they die, right? And they found out that these women, their skin are way much more healthier than ours, right? It's their skin are way much more healthier than us who showers, and even those who shower 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock. Doesn't matter how many times you shower. These female from the motherland of Africa, the Himba woman, they shower, they shower, well, they bathe 3 times, but no matter how many times you shower, you can't be having healthy skin as their skin or as them, right? Now let us read this, let us read the post here before we get back in the vlog, okay? Okay, so it says, from the Money Cipher, right? It says, a different approach to skincare and survival, right? I love how they started, because I had read some of it, and I never read this caption. I read the other slides, right? Because there's a few slides to be read. Okay, so it says a different approach to skincare and survival, and you'll see why they're saying survival, right? As well as for skincare, right? But it's obvious that they must have care for their skin for them to have better skin than us. But so you'll see. Now it says that the Imba people in Namibia use a blend of red ochre, right? Ochre and butter fat, right? Fat from butter, like butter. It's really butter, that margarine, you know, that's made from fat. So they use the blend. They use a blend of red ochre and butter fat along with smoke cleansing to protect skin in harsh desert conditions, right? It's a system shaped by environment. That's so true, because where they are, it's very hot. There's hardly any water, so they have to preserve water, and they have to preserve themselves with these mixture of blend red ochre and butter fat along with a smoke cleansing to protect skin in this harsh desert condition. It's a system shaped by the environment for sure, culture for sure, and tradition, right? Now drawing global curiosity. Which fact surprise you the most? Which fact surprise you the most? Now we're going to look at all these facts, right? But they're saying that these women now are going viral, right? But we have learned about them over the years on social media and before social media. Because before social media, we had National Geography Channel, we had the National Discovery Channel, we had all these channels. And before all these channels, we had encyclopedias, we had books, we had animal books, we had Animal Planet books, we had so many books. And before the books, we had God, Adam and Eve, who had named these animals, who had named the people, who had named the things and the creature of the land. Okay? We have Goody Plum official saying so many questions, right? She's another Western brainwash princess, right? Because a lot of these pretty girls in the comments that be asking these, that be saying these things about so many questions, her man, if she do have one, will trade her for any of these Imba woman any time, any day of their life and of her life, I swear. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get into this, man. Let's see the slides. So there's the flag. Yo, these places, they look so what would you say, prehistoric, and yet still at the same time, I believe that this is a current picture that was recently taken of the place in Namibia, right? Yeah, shout out to Africa. I love these women. They look, well, this one, she look like Queen Ifrica. But Queen Ifrica, she needs to connect with these people because she has been using the reggae music to make money. And Queen Ifrica is afraid to say which God she actually believes in and call upon, because she wants to play this Christian role while playing this Rasta role at the same time. You know, Queen Ifrica wants to talk as if she hails Jesus and she says God, and you know what I mean? But she is afraid to say Haile Selassie. So Queen Ifrica can't advise no one about nothing religious or positive as how she really do, because she doesn't have the strength to say, people, I choose to say Haile Selassie, I am my God, I am a believer. She's afraid to do that because why? She wants to trod the water lightly so that she can have everyone loving her. Instead of seeing the best, the better picture and be yourself and tell people the truth, instead of being fake, because that is what she's doing. She's being fake by hiding and concealing the name of the God she calls upon. But yet still, this is the same bleach out face Queen Ifrica who takes set pan Kartel, same bleach how much years, the same bleach out Queen Ifrica who go on like say she bonfire more than anybody else. The same Queen Ifrica, Zine, who will go on with be a freakiness. The same Queen Ifrica who go on with be a badness. Right? Go on a link with shatter and all type of thing. Zine? Don't make them people a trick on up people when them come on internet. And them people a Queen Ifrica should have link up with. The Himba woman them. You know, see how she favor Queen Ifrica. Queen Ifrica should have find her tribe from a long time and go link up the people them and be a 3 times in her lifetime. Queen Ifrica bleach in a cream. Shatter no bleach with cream. Bleach with the M16. You see me? Queen Ifrica go look for your people them and shed some light, man, on the Himba woman, and don't make me do it before you. Because if me ever get the chance to go Africa, me goodly I'll not come back and live in a one-eyed tribe them. Me go find one tribe that suit me better. You get me I say? Yeah. Come see all white people are do it. I live with the tribal people them. So black people are do it. Black people are run down vanity and run down this Western world so much. You get me I say? And the white people them really want somebody real prehistoric lifestyle and live with it. You know what I mean? So this now, the second slide says Himba woman bathed with water. What? 3 times total. Once at birth, once at marriage, once at death. Right? Between those moments, never. Between those 3 moments, they never wash their body again. Maybe if they swim, but there's no water there like that in their country, you know, so they have to use it limited. The water is limited, but life is in abundance. Why they live so long, and they have the remedy to treat their skin. No matter what you go through on earth, no matter where you live on earth, earth will provide all the necessary things you need to get by and by. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so this isn't about hygiene, right? For sure. It's survival design, right? But however, to me, it's great hygiene with that red flowery thing that they call let me see what it's called. Where did we get yes, the red ochre, right? Right? So these people, they live right this way, which it isn't about hygiene. It isn't about hygiene. It's more of a survival design. They live in one of the driest regions on earth. Water is too precious to waste on bathing. With the little water they have in the well, you know what I'm saying? And when rain fall, it barely drip. You know, it's like the wind just evaporate that little bit of raindrop that they get. You know, so I love these women, you know, shout out to them. And I love their hair. They use the clay in their hair. Let me make sure. Let us go through it and then we could say anything. Let's just get the info right first. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here, the red clay ritual. Damn, the red clay ritual. That one's title on this one. Okay, so you have the 3 bathe rule, right? The first one is the 3 bathing rule, right? Or the 3 bathe rule or bath rule, right? That hasn't take place in the bathroom. Okay, so we've been through the 3 bath rule, where you are bathed when you're born, and bathe when you get married, and bathe when you die. Okay? Now we got the red clay ritual for the hair design. Okay? Now, this reed, or red clay reeds, instead of water, they cover their entire body in otsjiz. Otsjiz. Yeah, that's how you say it. You have to have the accent like the Africans. Instead of water, they cover the entire body in oxygen. A paste made from red ochre clay. Okay, the red ochre clay. Wow, that soil, it's like a soil. But damn. I think it smelled good. I love the smell of clay ever since I was a baby boy. So these women should smell damn good. I always love the smell of clay. Plus they mix it with that red petal thing from the plant, the red ochre. No, the red ochre is the clay, right? The butter thing, right? Instead of water, they cover their entire body in ojitsi, a paste made from red ochre, right? Red ochre clay, butter, and aromatic herbs, right? The herbs. Wake up in the morning, herbs. Yeah, the aromatic herbs. That means herbs that smells good. Herbs that are made for the scent, for the perfume, the scent of a woman. Yeah, or the strength of a woman, right? So you apply these aromatic herbs with the mixture of red ochre clay and butter, right? Apply fresh every morning. Every morning. Damn, head to toe. The clay blocks UV rays from the sun. Damn. Better than most sunscreen. It repels insects. It locks in moisture. It prevents infection. What looks like tradition is actually an advanced desert biology. Oh my, these people are advanced. They're like aliens. You know what I mean? Yeah, they are advanced and they use what the earth produces. How great is that? So, you have the bath rule for one, and now we just went through the red clay ritual. Now for the third one, this is the smoke bath alternative. I've had a smoke bath before, to chase spirits. One of my friends brought me to some high priest, you know what I mean, that chases spirits, and she wanted him to read my life or something. I was young, so and that lady that brought me there, she was wealthy, and she had helped me in my life when my mom had kicked me out. So I just followed her. She brought me to this, high priest guy who claims he can chase spirit, and I got one of these smoke bath. And that lady has died now. She died like almost 10 years ago, probably going to 10 years, probably 8, 7, hold on, I think she died around 2016, so that's probably 10 years. It's crazy. And she probably died before that, because I only remember the date that I got the news about she been, losing her life. She had cancer. So yeah, I think that's what unalived her. Anyway, so the smoke bath alternative, this is what it says. Daily cleansing happens through smoke, not water. They burn aromatic herbs and resin in a small bowl, then sit over the smoke, letting it penetrate skin and hair. The smoke kills bacteria, removes odor, and purifies, right? Combined with the OTGZ paste, the OTGZ paste, their skin stays cleaner than soap. Zero water required. Zero waste. 500 years of proof. What do you mean zero waste? Like, okay, I guess they mean like the herbs and the paste that they're... Because I don't think that means zero waste as in they never use the bathroom or the toilet. I don't think they have toilets, but they do have replica things, that would be used as a toilet, but it may not be called a toilet. Okay? So I hope y'all understand this. So they're aromatic herbs and resin in a small bowl. They crush and, make it into a paste. Then sit over the smoke, right? Because they burn these herbs as like, the scent, to get the scent and the smoke. They sit in it. And this is what it does. The smoke penetrates their skin and their hair. The smoke kills bacteria, removes odors, and purifies. Combined with the Ojitsi paste, their skin stay cleaner than soap. Zero water required. Zero waste. 500 years of proof. These people, so what were they doing before 500 years? Why 500 years of proof? Now look, this woman, she looks just like some of the savages in that Apocalypto movie. You know, when the guy had to run for his life from all the evil Apocalypto or whatever you call them, tribal monster were chasing him through the rainforest that his dad owns. That movie from 2006, you'll never get a, we could never get another movie like that, man. Those are the last of the best days. In the early 2000s, the mid 2000s, like 2005, those are the last of the little niceness that we had. No more niceness. Okay? So the science behind the tradition we'll be looking into now. Scientists, this is what the scientists had done, right? Scientists tested the Addi in lab, right? Their cream, their remedy, their recipe, their secret hidden thing, you know, that they use to bathe. I don't know who gave it to the scientists, but they had, it seems. The science behind the tradition. Scientists tested the Addi in labs. The result shocks them. The red clay blocks 80% of UV radiation naturally. The butter fat creates a moisture barrier in extreme heat. Okay, I see. So the sun and the heat, they stay cool in that butterscotch type of butter fat thing. The butter fat creates a moisture barrier in extreme heat. The aromatic herbs have antimicrobial properties. Antimicrobial. Either way, antimicrobial properties. Shit, man. My phone almost dropped down a hill. Shit. Now look. Yeah, so this cream blocks 80% of UV radiation. Naturally, the butterfat creates a moisture barrier in extreme heat. The aromatic herbs have antimicrobial properties. Himba women have lower skin infection rate than surrounding population. Oh my goodness. That means that they have the best skin in Africa, right? The surrounding, as well as for the Western world. They have better skin than us all. You know what I mean? Himba women have lower skin infection rate than surrounding population. What the modern world calls primitive is actually superior adaptation. So when the world calls this type of lifestyle primitive and primal and, you know, prehistoric, these are the more advanced technological life, right? Getting back to the earth. Okay, they say, this is the final slide now, guys, and we through. They say we share the hidden truth of the world that you won't ever find anywhere else. Now, this is crazy. Let us take you out with some nice songs.